If it's a party, I know it slide through.
Y'all, time it is. This your boy Blackberry Lorex. That's the big dog, Big Ant. And you are now tuned in to the Rex Pit, baby. Let's get to it. That I can't lie. Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us. We got a lot to talk about. It was a short stream last week. We ain't got no short stream tonight.
Oh, you getting in that ass tonight.
We getting in that ass tonight. Ain't no more show stream. Okay? That was last week. I had to go chase the bag, but the bag been caught. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Home team! What's happening, home team? Once again, y'all know who this is. This your boy Blackberry Lorex coming at you from a location that will not be disclosed. It's none of your business.
Not in my house.
It's none of your business. But y'all know how we do things around here. We here to give you the nitty and the gritty. We ain't here to cater to your feelings. We ain't here to cater to your heart. But we gonna get to the best way you like. And how you feeling tonight, bro?
Oh, we good, baby. We good. You finna get to live and full effect. Live and full effect.
We got some business to handle tonight, eh?
Oh, we gonna get it tonight.
We got some business to handle tonight because somebody must have forgot.
I must have forgot.
Somebody must have forgot how we represent around here.
Oh, my word.
Y'all see the background. Y'all know what time it is. It's the home team, baby. It's the home team. We don't care about no records.
Y'all see, hold on. Y'all see
Show
the
it
shirt?
to them. Show it to
Y'all
them.
see the shirt? Hold on.
Hold on. Give them the back of the. Hold on. Wait a minute. Give them the back. Come on. I mean, y'all see it. Y'all see it. This is what we're about. This is what we're about. We're about the home team, baby.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take this thing off because it's a little warm in here. I'm going to take this thing off. And we're going to get down to some business here. And were you able to catch the Hawks?
Did I catch it? Did I catch it?
Did you catch the Hawks last night?
Damn.
Did you catch the Hawks last night?
Bruh. How? Hold on. I got to put this down.
And put down any sharp objects, any blunt objects, anything that's going to put a hole in something, anything that's going to leave a scar on something, put it down and put it down.
They about to catch these hands. That's what they finna catch. They can forget about the sharp objects and all that. Nah, they finna catch these hands, bro. Bro, how in the hell 2 games back to back? 2 games back to back. Okay. First game, they was up by I would say 11 with about 3 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
It shrunk down till it was tied, and we had to depend on DJ making 2 free throws.
Mm-hmm.
and that was the game. Last night, I believe we was up by at least 5 or 6. With I want to say 2 minutes to go.
I think we was up. I think we was up 7.
So, okay, yeah, that was it. Yeah, we
I
was
think
up
we
by
was up
7,
7.
and then now, okay, shit happens during the game in any
Mm-hmm.
sport. We get it, but we had like at least two defenders on that last play to get the rebound, so dude couldn't go back up and shoot it, and both of them missed. I'm like, what what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all standing right there.
I
Y'all
mean,
gotta have
it went straight through John Collins' bread basket.
right.
Like
I'm like,
the
bro,
ball literally came right here.
it was just like this.
Yeah. Damn, that's exactly what happened. Well, real quick, let's get a little quick roll call. Let y'all
Okay.
know we appreciate y'all coming through. Robert
Oh,
Ponder, what's going on with you, Robert Ponder from the 229? He say, Ghost Peppers, home team. You know what time it is, baby. Joseph
hey,
Thornton, good to have you. Raymond Collins, representing for the home team. You know what time it is, Raymond. Des Diz, what's going on? ATL Leo, what's happening, man? Hey, Raymond Collins, I seen you did a super chat the last stream last week. I apologize for missing that. He did a $1.99 super chat and we missed it. Well, I missed it. I missed it. So I apologize for that, Raymond. Hey man, we'll appreciate you though, bro, for supporting us. You know, it all go to a good cause. It all
oh,
go to a good cause. We gonna make something happen with that 199. Trust me. I know how to stretch a dollar. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I
make
go
it
all the way back
make it
to the
4 quarters.
you know what I'm saying? I go all the way back to the candy lady, hot fries and pickles. You hear me?
Hey, that dollar, the cent, 1 cent candy store.
You hear me? You hear me? I remember I remember the 2 cent candies. I remember that. I was there. I helped build the place as much as I was in there. Trust me. I say all my pennies. I know what time it is. So we appreciate that $1.99, man.
Hey, we
Yeah. Man, I had mine in here and I think my boy took it out of here. He took it out of here. But hey man, them Hawks last night, I don't have anything negative to say other than John Collins, you have to get the rebound. You have to get the rebound. You're getting paid too much money to let balls just slip through your arms. You got to fight. Y'all got to fight better for them loose balls, man. But and you know what? That's something that coach had mentioned
hmm
last week, and I think you brought it up too, Ant. These loose balls,
hmm
it's seeming like the ball don't find us; it always find the other team.
every single time. Yep.
And at some point, you got to realize that it ain't just the ball just bouncing the wrong way. It's you ain't getting the damn ball. You not fighting hard enough for the ball.
Gotta hustle.
You
Gotta
gotta
hustle.
you gotta hustle. You gotta hustle for that damn loose ball. Because John Collins, you get that rebound game over with.
hmm
Even if or whatever his name is, I don't know how to pronounce that boy name. I'm just
The
gonna call him
sumo.
yeah, the sumo
hmm
or whatever his name is. Even if he still end up getting the ball, if you at least just get your hand on the ball when it come down in your bread basket, even if you don't get possession of it, you didn't even touch the damn ball. It just came right past your torso.
Right.
If you at least touch the ball, he don't get that ball up in time if he still come away with that ball. So John Collins got to do better.
Got
Okay.
to.
He got to do better on both ends of the floor. He got to do better on the defensive end and on the offensive end. Got to get these boards. Getting these loose balls and getting these boards has become a problem. Not having Clint Capella, both times we done been without him throughout this season,
Killer.
has reared its ugly head.
Killer.
It's reared its ugly head. Raymond Collins says Nate messed up taking
Yeah.
the hot hand out with 6 minutes left.
You know what?
And the isolation play in the game is not working.
I'm glad you said that, Raymond, because that's exactly what I was about to get into. Why the hell would you take out AJ? And he's the only one that was really shooting well last night.
And he's a solid defender. So
But,
why are you
facts.
taking him out? He can play both ends of the floor. It made no sense taking him out.
No, didn't. Why?
So I agree with that 100%, Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make sense. And the isolation ball. Now, see, the thing is with isolation ball at the end of the game. This is something that all 30 teams in the league do in the clutch, in the last couple minutes of the game when the game is close. You're gonna see guys stationed in the corner. You're gonna see guys posted at the wing, and you're gonna have an ISO guy handling the ball at the top of the key. That's what all these teams do. This is basketball 101, because you want to slow the ball down because you want to take as much time off that clock to not give the other team an opportunity to turn the ball over from you and get down and be able to score. You want to take that clock down as much as possible. If there's too much movement, and this is something when I was watching, and I'm gonna say their name, I don't give a damn. When I was watching We Talk Hawks.
Yeah.
When I was watching We Talk Hawks with Damon. Listen. Ball movement quarters 1 through 3 and half of the fourth quarter is what you want to do. Yes, you absolutely want as much ball movement as possible. But in a close game like that, when it's coming down to one possession, in the last couple of minutes, you want to slow the ball down. Because if you're moving too fast, doing too much, you're gonna have to get a shot up, which might take too much. You didn't take enough time off the clock, and you risk the chances of turning the ball over as well. So you put the ball in your best ball hand, and whoever got the best ball handling skills, you put the ball in his hand, okay, and you tell him create something. It don't have to. You're not drawing up a play off of a miss or a make. In that situation, you're going back to basketball 101. Best ball handler got the ball. Everybody set up in their position. And the ball handler, he makes something. He creates something. Whether it's a shot for himself or whether it's a shot for somebody else. You don't keep the ball moving like that. You have to understand basketball. You have to understand the game. You want that clock running off. If you running and doing too much moving around, and somebody mess around, get in a passing lane and pick the ball off.
That's it.
That's it. Or somebody turn the ball over trying to make a pass. That's it. You have to slow the ball down in the clutch in a close, tight game like that when it's come down to one possession. But as far as taking the hot hand out, it didn't make a lick of sense.
Nope.
I didn't understand it. It's not like you shouldn't have had Bogey in there.
He was struggling.
He was struggling. He didn't have the hot hand in the end. He got it going a little bit in the third. But in the fourth, he just didn't have it. See, your rookie, AJ Griffin, had the hot hand. He was making shots and he had got a couple steals. So you want him in. He can play both ends of the floor. He's a long 6'6". And he's solid. He's a solid 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
And so I just didn't understand it. I think that go back to what some people say about Nate, about how he doesn't put enough trust in his young guys to be able to be in them types of situations when it's time to close the game out. And I get it. You want to go with your veteran guys that's going to most likely not make a mistake, and that can still make a play. So I understand having Bogey in there for that reason, but
Right.
you got to read the room. You got to read the room.
Yeah. Yeah. He got to have more situational awareness.
Exactly, exactly. So I don't know, man. What you think about Nate's decision making at this point of the season? Are you trusting his decision making? Is you think it's something that maybe he just a product of he just a victim of circumstance with injuries right now and having to figure out lineups when you don't have guys available? What do you think it is right now with Nate
I
McMillan?
think it's a combination of things. I mean, it's just like you were saying, he doesn't really trust his young guys. Two, he's trying to work with what he got.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, just like I had stated, like not being situational sound in the moment. Like you gotta see what's happening on the floor at the moment. Yeah, I get you trying to you want your veteran guys out there, but if he's not producing, then you gotta take that guy out.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta have more trust in your young guys. That I won't say more trust in your young guys. I want to say you gotta have more trust in what your coaching staff has done all off season, leading up and during the season.
Yeah.
Not
Mucho, good to have you, boss.
what's
What's up, Miss
happening.
Maggie? We see you. Yeah, we
We ain't
talking
got to
Trae
that yet.
Young, Mucho, man. What
Oh
you got
yeah.
to say? We talking about Trae Young. We talking about the Hawks in totality, how they look so far this season at this point of the season. Have they met expectations? Uh are they not reaching expectations? Are they doing worse than what you thought they would? Are they doing better? Or are they about doing what you expected them to do? Uh for me, and
Hmm.
I really, even with some injuries, I still felt like this team was at least a team that would be 5 games over 500 right now.
Yeah, we was right there. Yeah.
I mean, I really thought that would be this team to be at least at this point of the season 5 games over 500.
All right.
We currently sit at 16-16. Um, the East
It's all
had
jumping up.
it's all jumbled up. It's still up and down. I fear if we don't start putting together, you know, 5 wins at a time without a loss, if we don't start doing that, I really feel like C's 1 through 4 are just gonna get away from us.
Oh, it starts thinking. Yeah.
I think because we saw about a couple weeks ago, we saw the 1 seed and the 2 seed starting to separate themselves. We saw Boston starting to
Yeah.
separate themselves. Milwaukee started separating themselves from the pack. And
True.
everybody else was right there jumped up. 11 losses, 10 losses. Seeds 3 through 10 was like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now we starting to see seeds 3 and 4 starting to trying to separate themselves a little bit. So the Hawks have to start putting some wins together. At this point of the season, I don't like how we look consistent wise with consistency.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't like I think everybody on this team right now is very inconsistent. The
Mm-hmm.
team as a total and as individuals on the team individually,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's inconsistent right now. And I could go down the list. It start with Trae Young.
Yeah.
Trae's having one of his worst shooting seasons.
Yep.
Even
Yeah,
though
right.
Trae is a true point guard. He's a true facilitator of the ball. Scoring for him is second option. But because he knows he can score and because he's been expected of that more so the past seasons than this season, That's just what he does. But he's a true facilitator of the ball. So him having, a bad shooting season, as far as his other compared to his other seasons, I'm not gonna criticize him much on it because he's a one guard. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's facilitating the ball.
Yeah.
And he's being your superstar. Prime example, last night. In the first half, the only person that kept us in it was Trae Young.
Trae Young. Yep.
We was down 18 points in the
Mm-hmm.
first half. We was down by 18 at home. And if it weren't for Trae doing what he was doing, turning on the superstar, flipping on the superstar switch, making plays, distributing, and scoring. He was mostly scoring. Not a whole lot of distributing in the first half. He was mostly scoring. But if it weren't for him being Trae Young, the superstar, we not even in that game in the second half. In that game in the first half. We was down 18. We got it down to 10 before the half.
Yep.
And in the second half, it's like in halftime, and that's why I don't like people saying that this team is not gelling with Nate McMillan or gelling with each other. This team got each other back. Okay. They got Trae back last night. Because in the second half, everybody turned it on. DeJounte turned it on. AJ turned it on. Bogut turned it on in the third. Onyeka Okongwu turned it on. Everybody turned it on in that second half. And it was to where all Trae had to do was distribute the ball. And when it was time to make a play, he made a play. So this team has camaraderie, but it's the inconsistencies from everybody. You guys show up every night and give the same efforts, give the same production that you give every single night. You got to give it all.
Hold on. Let's get to this. This one right here about Mucho. I don't look because we got sources, and somebody just said that's a lie. Like he's not going to ask for a trade. He's not going to get traded. He's our best player, and I don't know where people are getting this. That there's trouble in paradise with this team. Like they're still trying to come together as a team. Like most of these players were not on this team last year, so we gotta, just stop. Like I'm sensing this the same shit that's been going on with the Falcons. I'm sensing that same shit.
And that's what Mucho just said. Sound like the Falcons. That's what Mucho just said.
Whole bunch, like we got to stop, spreading rumors and, like we got to start calling these niggas out, man. Like we got to stop falling for this shit.
Dez asks, is possibly replacing the coach the answer, or are the players mature enough to handle the stern coaching? Let me nip something in the bud, because I'm seeing this on We Talk Hawks. I'm seeing this on Atlanta Hawk, all these Hawks platforms. I'm seeing this everywhere. Okay. Who created this narrative that this team isn't mature enough to handle the style of Nate McMillan coaching? He's old school. We know it.
Yeah.
We know it. And I have said myself that Nate needs to probably evolve with the league. But that's not to say that the way he coaches is a problem for these players. That's not saying it. We don't know whatever head bumping they did recently. We don't know what that was over. That could have been over a play that could have been over an arrangement of plays that Nate was setting up that Trae didn't agree with. That's what that could have been about. And Trae has a good mind for basketball. Yeah, you respect your coach, but let's not act like superstars don't have a say-so on the team. and how the team gonna operate. Let's not act like that. Let's not act like LeBron James ain't been in this league as long as he been in it, controlling his team. Let's not act like Kevin Durant and Kyrie ain't got control over there in Brooklyn. Let's not act like, okay, that over when when Kobe was playing in the league, got rest his soul, that Kobe didn't have a say so over there in LA. Let's not act like that. I mean, superstars have a say.
Yep.
They have a say because at the end of the day, your team is built around them.
Facts.
At the end of the day, it ain't built around your coach. That team, the Golden State Warriors, are not built around Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
They're built around Stephen Curry. Now, it comes down to personalities. And I get a lot of people don't like Trae because they say Trae, he kind of a hothead. He feel himself a little too much. They think but I'm going to tell you like this. I want a superstar. I want a player that know how to stand up for himself and for his team.
I love his attitude.
I love his attitude.
I love it.
So if his attitude clash with the coach from time to time, so what? Let's not act like Jordan got along perfectly with Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
Him and Phil Jackson didn't get along all the time. Kobe and Phil didn't get along all the time. Why are we acting like because Nate McMillan is an old school style coach and he's stern that these players can't handle it? It's all about what they buy into. And when I watch these Hawks play, especially recently, with all of them back now from injury, except for Clint, I can't wait to get Clint back.
Mm-hmm.
But they play together. They got each other back, and you can tell that they got this coaching staff back too because they show up to play. Last night was we was just victims of a circumstance. John Collins got to make the play. He got to get the rebound.
Yeah.
But that team got themselves back into that game.
Yeah.
Threw Trae Young in the first half, and everybody else showed up in the second half.
It was more plays before that happened for that game to get like that.
For that game to get like that. And let's not act like Zach LaVine is a mid-range specialist. He hit a few mid-range shots that y'all know he ain't got no damn business making. Zach LaVine is not a mid-range specialist. Okay.
Hell no.
So Daystar showed up. Zach LaVine showed up. John Collins didn't get a rebound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my brother. Hold on, Dazelle. First, let's get this out of the way. Lee 85. We see you, man. What's happening, Lee 85? Appreciate you joining us. Just Johnson. Appreciate you showing us some love. Ghost Peppers, hey man, you one of the loyal compadres, man. We appreciate you.
Right there.
We appreciate you. Hey man, what's up, Denzel? What's going on with you?
Howdy ho.
What's up, man? What you want to talk about, man? We talking Hawks. What you want to talk about with them Hawks, man?
Look here. I've been thinking about this since I last said it when I was on here. Now, I don't know if anybody remember. Oh, you remember. Oh, you remember. Oh, yeah, you remember what I said.
Come on, give it to me.
What I said. Who was going to be gone? Who was going to be gone?
He ain't gone yet.
The clock is ticking. Hey, the player, the superstar, will be the second to leave. The first would be the coach. But through all of this, there's crap been going on. I foresee what I said to not come true.
Oh, to not come true?
To not come true.
Okay.
Now, open up your mind and unwind, expand it, and listen. All right. So then what's gonna happen? Something similar. Come All-Star break. Before All-Star break, y'all got the free agency.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all this too. The bench sucks compared to the offense that we ran. The bench had given us last year. Defensive wise, a little better, not much. Too much inconsistency. Justin Holiday don't even play that much no more. Why? I don't know. Maybe why? Because it is consistent.
I gotta say, it looked like if his brother ain't playing with him, he
don't know how to play.
He don't know how to play if he ain't got his brother playing with him. I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's him out. He out of here. Frank the Tank Kaminsky. It was an iffy pickup from the beginning. I don't know where he a tank at. If anything, if he a tank, that tank get blown up by damn the what's the bottle called that set on fire? Makarov bottles, whatever it is. He just get blown up. Period. He just a mine in the ground and he just drive over it and blow up. But either way, the bench gonna get help by All-Star break. The bench is gonna get better. They're gonna bring in some help, better shooting, and a dog. They're gonna bring in a dog, I guarantee.
Well, and what you saying by the All-Star break or after all? You talking about by the All-Star break?
Before the end of what is it, free agency?
Mm-hmm.
Before the end of free agency.
Before the trade deadline?
Before the trade deadline, I'm sorry. Before the trade deadline, they're gonna bring in somebody else.
Because they can sign free agents all season.
Okay. So yeah, before the trade deadline, John Collins will be going and the bench will get very, very better.
Okay, so going for what and for who? Well, what you think he gonna be going for? What you think we get in return for John Collins?
It's gonna be some role players. I'm gonna compare it to that of Alex AA with Atlanta Braves. It's gonna be role players from another team that will get a chance to have more minutes on our team and will shine with those minutes and
like
make
who?
the. I didn't get a chance to look at the other rosters to see like who may be a good addition that is basically not getting enough minutes, can't get enough minutes on another team because already the team is like a team like Boston, a team like Golden State, team like Portland. Portland may have some good key players. I guarantee they do. That come off the bench. That Portland may look at John like, shoot, John Collins with Dame? That's a big help for Dame because Dame do all the work already. And then you got, who's that? Trent, whatchamacallit up there with him? Dang, keep getting his name. The other guard. So in that scheme, John would be coming on, would be a third, fourth thought. Right now, he's a third thought on our team. Because we looking for him for at least get that, what we said he need to be getting on a daily, on a consistent night for us to win.
18 and 12.
18 and 12. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say 18 and 9.
You talking about John Collins?
Yes, yeah. 18 and 9. He ain't doing that. He did that the first, 5-6 games, and then poof.
It ain't no reason for him not to average 10 rebounds a game.
You see why? One of the reasons is probably why, because his ass didn't get the damn last rebound last night. And the shit fell in his lap.
Either you got a dog in you or you don't. And
he ain't never had it. For God's sake, his name was John the Baptist. He was a Christian-fied, holy-fied player in the paint. He ain't got time for the Holy Spirit in the paint.
Well, I think he is a man of faith. So I ain't gonna I ain't gonna pick at him about being a man of faith.
Nah,
But
he's a man of faith, but when it's time for
it,
crunch time,
it's men of faith that still got that dog in them. I mean,
he ain't got.
Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, and if we talking basketball, Shaq, a man of faith, he clearly had dog in him. I mean,
I can't think of somebody else. Probably got that.
in basketball, it really is hard to think.
Yeah,
You got to use football for for an example. But hey, you wanna comment? You wanna follow up Denzel on his thoughts of John Collins moving from us, or we moving from John Collins and getting role players?
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna move on from him because that big contract that he just signed. That's my only concern. I mean, if we can get something better back, then okay, I don't have no problem with it.
For me, it had to be a contract for contract type.
It has to be.
Could it be multiple for one for him?
But like you just said, if he go to a team like Portland, he makes that Portland team better.
Mm-hmm.
My point exactly. So they would have to offer multiple.
So we would have to get equal back or better. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We would have to get. They don't. What's the next big contract? Probably in Portland. Nurkic.
Yeah, hell no. No.
I ain't saying I want him, even though I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having him now.
No.
The boy can shoot.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, we want guys that you losing somebody that's a flow runner, cause you losing your athletic floor runner.
Are you?
Yeah, I mean you are.
Mm-hmm. You are.
See, think now. John got hurt. John just not getting back. That was only his second game back.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Same thing for DeJounte. DeAndre had been back for a few games. So and Clint out again. So I'm gonna put it this way. I feel what you're saying. I can see what you're saying. Getting guys to fill in holes where we lack in rebounding and some defense. We might lose something on the athletic end or on the offensive end, but he ain't really been giving us that much offense. But like what Ant just said, it really got to be a contract for contract type deal. Because you just signed that's a lot of money he getting paid.
Yeah.
So you move on from that contract, you still got him on the books for a year or two.
Yeah. Now you gotta eat all that.
You gotta eat it. And if you bring in guys with smaller contracts, you ain't really making up for that contract, because what you want is guys that's gonna come in and you don't have to pay them the way you got to pay John Collins. So it really got to be a contract for contract type deal.
Yeah. I like what Southside 12 just said. Now, you point out that what does not knowing your opponent fall on the player or the coaching to be like, hey, remind the player, hey, DeRozan got 5 fouls already. I mean, what you doing these jumpers for? What you doing the jumpers for? Take your butt through that lane and make him foul.
They did go after him.
After no, they did not after that.
Yeah,
no,
he fouled out.
DeRozan didn't foul.
He should have fouled out.
He should have
fouled out because that was a foul.
Oh, you talking about that? You talking about the one they overturned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I forgot about that.
Because Trae might have came down clean, but DeRozan was still moving into him.
Yes.
So it should have stayed a foul. I don't know what the referee was talking about at that table, but they must have been, the Hawks, they did win the last one. Maybe we should help the Bulls win this one.
We can't let this happen again.
We can't let this happen again. You know, these many games. I don't know. I don't know. I'll speculate, but it was clearly a foul. He was still moving into the shooter, so
yeah,
I don't know how they didn't call it. But
tit for tat.
Ghost Pepper say DeJounte having open driver lanes, but settling for that free throw line pull up. A 3-minute stretch where Trae takes over the offense and just chunks bad shots.
He been doing that his whole damn career.
I didn't see that last night though.
Nah, he didn't. Last night he did not do that.
I didn't see that last night. But
He did it one time that I can recall in the down the stretch in the last 3-4 minutes, and it was for a 2-pointer, but it was long 2-pointer. He settled for it. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It was
I seen that too.
Yeah. From the right side, left side of the court. So I'm like, bro, what you that stuff right there. I mean, he was hot though. Now he was hot the whole game. So, but that was the wrong time to pull up, to do a pull up jumper when you killing them in the paint, killing them. Drive the lane.
Well,
drive, make them foul or attempt. Try to get him to foul.
You talking about Trae or DeJounte?
Trae did that damn pull up jumper from the long two for no reason. And but one thing I've been deeply hating this whole season, beginning of the season, is the scheme where you go down the court so damn slow. Unlike the 2 seasons ago where you go down the court and you fast. It's fast paced. It's fast breakout points. So you go down the court
transition
and you see 4 players on the perimeter. No, 4 players on the perimeter and the center, whoever it may be, at the free throw line. In front of the free throw. That's it. I mean, all the team got to do is just come down the court and just stand next to the damn man. And they ain't moving. They ain't gonna move.
You talking about at the end of the game?
The whole damn game. That's how they damn play. That's how Nate scheme up stuff majority of the time. And I don't see it. I don't see nobody switching. All I see is everybody taking turns doing a pick and roll. What you taking? Somebody move off the ball. Trae don't move off the ball.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know because I'm seeing a lot of people saying that we don't move. We ain't moving around enough. We ain't doing enough movement off the ball, and with the ball, but. I see that. I see this during the game. I don't know how y'all don't see it. They running the floor. The thing is this.
They run the floor and get down there and stand there.
The thing is this. We've had an issue with giving up too many offensive rebounds. And teams have been getting hot in the first and second quarter on us. Yeah. They get hot. And you can't run the flow the way you suggesting after a make, because now you gotta inbound the ball. It's when you get boards on the defense, you get defensive boards, and when you get steals, when you get turnovers. That's how you get them transition points to run the flow like how we was doing earlier in the season. We was getting those steals, we was getting those defensive rebounds, and they was running the flow. You still see them do that, but you can't do that after a make. And teams been making on us a lot. Like teams they've been having high field goal percentages against us. And teams are getting hot that ain't supposed to get hot. Like the Magic. They ain't supposed to get hot like that from 3.
They blew us out in the first game.
That first game. They come on, bro. And then the Knicks. The worst
fucking Knicks, bro.
The worst 3-point shooting team in the league, and they hit like 19 or 17 or something like that.
So I don't understand it.
I'm really leading towards we just been victims of circumstances to this point with injuries and teams giving us they all when they play us. Because Ant pointed this out a couple weeks ago. It seems like a team can be trash bandicoot before they play us. And then when they play us, they out there shooting the ball out there looking like everybody got Steph Curry in them that night.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. Because you had Bobo.
Oh my God, the L up there.
Bro.
Hey, I think Kevin Bacon was on the sideline coaching this man or something in that game. Because I don't know what that's what I'm saying. At some point in this season, we know Nate McMillan's team is better in the second half of the season. We know that. What we gotta hope for is that we do something we ain't did the last couple seasons, and that's be better in the first half of the season, so that when the second half comes, we ain't desperate to put 10-game win streaks together. You gotta consistently put 4-5 games together before a loss throughout the season. That's how you gotta do it. These inconsistencies have been an issue. And right now, at this point of the season, that's why I see the Hawks. They just inconsistent. But it ain't just, I don't think it's all on their production. I don't think it's all on their effort. Because I see this team playing together. I see them playing together. That ain't what it is. If these guys play enough together, they play enough together to start gelling, and Nate have to trust his young guys a little bit more. I do agree with that. He has to trust AJ Griffin more in the fold. He has now. He had him in there in that first Chicago game. Why he didn't have him in there in this game? In the fold. What happened? It didn't make no sense. And I think you got to give Jalen Johnson some more minutes.
Oh, hell no.
You got to give Jalen Johnson some more minutes, man.
Man, that man, he one of the most inconsistent.
If he not playing, how do you give him an opportunity to get acclimated and get adjusted?
Shoot, the boy play and
tell me now. Them first 6 or 7, 8 games of the season, Jalen Johnson was looking damn good.
Yep.
Well,
he didn't start looking inconsistent until
we started losing.
We started taking his minutes away.
Bogut came back, and we lost DeAndre and John Collins on the starting end. And they ended up starting him in a couple games.
Yep.
He wasn't ready to start. But you asking for him to step up. Now he do got to step up. It got to be next man up. I get it. But he just wasn't ready. So when you started him and then took his minutes away, I can understand him taking a step back. I can't understand Onyeka Okongwu taking a step back. It's no excuse.
That's glaring right there.
It's no excuse for him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, O he gonna improve. Now, even though I still say he is definitely should be a 4. He should not be a 5. He needs to be a 4. And
I do think we need to go get an enforcer, man.
Jay Crowder.
Hey, that's fine. I have no problem with people saying Jay Crowder. I would like Jay Crowder on this team. I got no issue with it. My only thing is this: do you really have to go on the trade on the trade block to find somebody? This guy's available right now. Hassan Whiteside is available. He's available right now. You don't have to trade nobody. You don't have to lose anybody to get Hassan Whiteside. Dwight Howard.
Bring him on back. We'll give him a second chance. He was with the dirty squad back in the day.
Come on back home, bro.
Come on back home, man. Greater Christian Academy right down the street. Just got a use the weight room anytime. Anytime.
And he coming into a much better situation than the last time.
I don't remember who was on the team when he came.
I think I want to say that was the year before John Collins was drafted. I want to say that was the season before John Collins was drafted. I think we still had T. I think that was T last season.
We did.
Yep.
Okay. With Dwight Howard on the team, costs nothing.
It ain't gonna cost you nothing. It ain't gonna cost you much to nothing.
Still keep John Collins because that leaves John.
But then you hear what I said? You don't have to lose nobody to get him.
Oh yeah, but okay. Dwight coming off the bench with double O.
With double O.
With double O. Okay, so double
Dwight
O
at the 5, put double O at the 4.
Put double O at the 4.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Griffin starting.
No, AJ Griffin coming off the bench. Why would you sacrifice bench points?
You replacing somebody. I would put AJ in instead of. I wanted to say I was going to say Hunter. I was going to say Hunter. I was going to say Hunter.
You about to go off the rails here.
Hell no.
You about to go off the rails here. DeAndre Hunter is your third scoring option. He's your third scoring option, bro.
It ain't going down.
He's your best defender. You cannot take him off the floor,
your best defender.
You cannot do that.
Think about it. They already was talking about. It's been noise talking about putting him in a starting role for his consistency, offensive consistency. The points ain't going nowhere if he's starting. You have Trae, you have DeJounte, you have these are threats that the opponent must accommodate for. You ain't accommodating for AJ Griffin. You ain't. Now the defense definitely will go down. How bad? Really? Is it really gonna be that bad? Because the fast break points, the threat of another 3-point shooter, more consistent 3-point shooter, will have that defense change dramatically for their opponent. On top of when Clint get healthy, Clint in the paint. So you still got the lob threat. You got more of a 3-point threat that can create his own shot quicker. Now think about who been creating a shot quicker? DeAndre or AJ?
Who been creating a shot quicker?
Basically, better off the ball, better with the ball in their hand.
All right, listen. Okay. First of all, before we even get on the floor, you just paid DeAndre Hunter. You're not having him come off the bench.
Steph Curry came off the bench.
That's one. Who?
Steph Curry came off the bench in the finals.
Yeah, hold on. What?
Remember when Steph Curry coming off the bench?
Giselle.
I'm just saying, Steph Curry coming off the bench when Poole was eating until Poole was slipping. Then he came in.
Oh my God.
What? That's a better player coming off the bench. And you telling me that he can't come off the bench? Not every game. I ain't saying this is a permanent fix.
Whew. All right. This the thing.
Oh, hell no.
We should have drafted Luka.
Hell no.
Okay, before I touch on Denzel's statement, Jerome, Trae has done more than Luka has, and it ain't even close.
He went to a semifinal.
I got a question.
I mean, Luka did too, but I mean, look what happened.
Went first.
I got a question. What has Luka did in the playoffs?
I mean,
I'll wait.
I have to look that up. He had some stuff now.
Last season, Luka went off a little bit in the playoffs.
Them 40s. It was a bunch of them 40s.
Yeah, he went off in the playoffs last year, but
it's only 1 year.
But Trae did it first.
With a less talented team. You remember that they had Porzingis? You had Porzingis. That was technically.
Yeah, but
he was a star.
He the biggest letdown. He the biggest letdown, bro. And I mean the biggest letdown. But I'm gonna say this: Trae's done more in this league than Luka has. He's already about to break records in just his 4th season. I'm pretty sure it's probably a record or two Luka probably nudging towards. But when you got 30 plus points and 10 plus assists games and you already at 57, you just a game to be tied. You just a game away from being tied with arguably the greatest point guard right now to play the game, arguably, in Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson got 58.
Yeah.
I think James Harden got like 96.
Yeah.
And look how long he been in the league, and Trae already at 57.
Is it 96? I thought it was 76.
It might be 76, yo. 96 did sound. That sounded too high.
Yeah.
I think it is 76.
Yeah.
But I mean, nah, bro. I mean, Trae done did it. Listen, man. I think something that we like to do as a fan base, we like to create drama when we see things not going as planned. So it must be some drama, right? It got to be Trae not getting along with Nate. The team don't mesh well with Trae or Nate or something like that. It got to be a behind a hidden narrative that people got to make up, because that's what's gonna get talking points. We can't just talk about them not playing well. It got to be other things too. It got to be they not getting along. It got to be Trae not happy here. I don't see none of that. I don't see any of those things. Superstars, especially one with the personality of Trae, are going to have clashes with other players, and they're going to clash with coaches. It's their personality, and they're superstars. But at the end of the day, like we said earlier, if you weren't here, at the end of the day, that team is built around that superstar. This team is built around Trae Young. So he has a say in what happens with this team, whether people like it or not. Kobe had a say. LeBron has a say. He got more than a say. He practically running that team. Jenny Buss just done gave him freelance with the damn team.
He the GM, the owner, the player.
He write the checks and sign them.
The recruiter, the scouter, the president, he all that. He probably working on having stock in the team.
Nah, he already got that. That was a part of the first contract.
That was a part of the contract.
That
was a part of the contract.
Need equity in this.
KD, look what's going on over there with KD and Kyrie. Look at what they got control over what's going on over there. Let's not act like superstars don't have a say. At the end of the day, the team is built around them. And when you got a personality like Trae's, he's gonna open his mouth, and you might not like what come out of it sometimes. But that don't mean that don't mean they're not getting along or they're not meshing well or he's unhappy here. That just means he know how to stand up for himself and stand up for his team. And at the end of the day, that's what I want out my superstar. I don't want a quiet choir boy. That's not what I want. God bless Giannis, but if it weren't for Giannis being just a freak of nature, you really think they win a championship up there with what the name is? What the coach? Who was our coach? What his name is?
Mike Budenholzer.
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 Now, Budenholzer ain't no bad coach. Don't get me wrong. He's a good coach.
You see what he did with us?
Yeah, he's a good coach, but let's be
He brought
real.
that San Antonio down here.
Exactly. Let's be real. If it weren't for Giannis being a freak of nature, Giannis don't have it. It took for Trae Young to come to Milwaukee in the playoffs to bring something else out of Giannis that nobody hadn't seen. Nobody saw leadership skills out of Giannis until Trae came to town and was shimmying on everybody. Mm-hmm. And you heard him over on the sideline. Is y'all really gonna let him do that?
Let him shimmy on us?
We can't let that go down.
Y'all gonna let him make a bitch out of me? Oh, hell no.
They call me freak. I'm freak.
Freak. Come on now. So, I mean, that's right. Like Mucho just said, even family has disagreements.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't act like Trae ain't this team not built around Trae and he don't have a say on what go on. He does. Whether you like it or not, he got say so. Because at the end of last night, if it weren't for Trae Young in that first half, we ain't nowhere near in that game. We get blown out the damn gate in that damn game.
Thanks.
Reason why I say trade deadline changes is a coming. And the fact that Travis Slink stepped down from his position meant that, and they gave the GM, they elevated his role to more. Now he got 2 roles, and he's younger. He may be inexperienced, but sometimes that inexperience brings upon a better, a newfound modern way of thinking, which could have certain players come to the team and make the team better than you thought they would. Like, oh, nah, this type of player fits better with Trae and DeJounte, and as well as not taking away from DeAndre or not taking away from, AJ from them growing as young players. But it's definitely going to be some changes. And I say, like I said, either Nate go or somebody from that bench go or Mr. Johnny Bones go. John Collins. Either way, one of them 3 is gone by All-Star break or trade deadline. So, yeah. I'm gonna chalk it up to that because I just don't like. I don't like the scheme. Sometimes I don't the effort they show. The effort they show in the fourth quarter down the stretch for defense is horrendous. It's lackadaisical. It just go back to how do your team plays for the coach. The amount of effort they put into it. Yeah, I mean, if
they play for each other and the coach, but that but they not. When I watch this team play, I don't see them not having a good relationship with each other on the floor or off the floor. I don't see that.
I don't see it either.
It's just inconsistencies. And when guys don't show up to do their job, John Collins did not show up last night in the clutch. He didn't show up.
He ain't did that a lot of times. So my point exactly. When do the coaching staff and somebody else step in and say, this ain't working? This scheme ain't working for him. He ain't working for us.
Is you get with John Collins and you get off in his ass. Off the court. You get off in his ass. And you say it's no way in the hell that we paying you this much money. It's no in the hell that you 6'9" and can jump like a damn kangaroo and your ass can't get a damn rebound. It's no damn way. So what we gonna need you to do is get the bitch assness out you. We gonna need you to get that bitch assness out you, and we gonna need you to get some damn heart and grow some damn nuts. That's what we gonna need you to do. If Nate is really an old school type coach, he'll do that. He'll do that
on the sideline when a bad call is called.
But some that listen. Some also with Nate that it's things he need to improve on. I'm not saying you need to part ways with Nate McMillan. I don't think he's the problem. I don't think one player is the problem. This don't start and end with one guy. It doesn't. What this has to be with the Hawks is that when you know what works for you, you have to continue to do that. We have to get transition points. When this team get transition points, they hard to beat when they running the floor. But that starts on the defensive end. You got to be up in people's grill. You got to be up in players' grill. You can't be afraid of fouling. You can't be afraid of being out of position. I think somewhere along the line, they told DeJounte to not take as many chances on steals. I think somewhere along the line, Onyeka lost a little confidence in his abilities on the defensive end because he had to start because Clint was hurt. And now Clint hurt again. But that second half last night, and this is why I take positives. This is why I take positives out of a loss like last night. I'm not even blaming John Collins for not getting the rebound. He need to get it, but I'm not putting the. Go ahead.
Who said it? We Talk Hawks TV. That was on Bogey. I mean, yes, John Collins didn't box out, but if Bogey would have been guarding his man, that would have never happened.
And that's why Bogey shouldn't have been in there because your better defender was on the bench, AJ Griffin.
My point tackle.
AJ Griffin.
Nate. Why? Why, Nate?
Yeah, we all asking that question though.
Yeah, we all asking that question.
But he done done that so many times. So many times. He wait to put people in too late. Like, it's getting out of control, Nate. You might want to put them in.
Yeah, it's the inconsistencies on all the levels, man. The coaching level, the player level. If you had him in there in that first game against Chicago, why you ain't got him in there in this game? It just didn't make no sense. We coming up. We over an hour, so we got to get into these Falcons, man.
Yeah, people asking about it.
We got to get into these Falcons. We got folks here. They got questions about this. They want to hear about the Falcons. They want to hear their riddle talk. That's what I'm calling it now. Every time we got a discussion about riddle, it's riddle talk. They want to hear that riddle talk.
Stick talk.
It's that stick talk. So, hey, Falcons, Ravens preview. What we got to do?
Hey, you already know. It's just like I said on the other show. Run the damn ball. Protect the ball. We have to more situational awareness on defense, especially on third down. Please, Lord God, I'm begging you. Like it's like we'll do great on first and second down, and then third down we forget how to play fucking football. I mean, and just close out. That's all we ask. Just close the game out.
What you got, Denzel?
See, they'll do that. They actually will close the game out. They'll give us back the ball at the end of the game. Help us get back the ball. But them first 3 quarters, they got the ball and gave it back to the other team plenty of time. But they saying, just wait though. For a quarter, we're going to give y'all back that ball. We're going to get the offense back a chance. But these 3 quarters, they're going to go up and down the field on it. They made. I knew I should put Andy Dalton in my starting lineup in my fantasy.
Oh shit!
I knew I should have. I didn't knew it. I knew it. I'm sorry. I knew it because the man was looking like Andy Dalton, the what they used to call him in Cincinnati, the orange, the ginger, something with ginger snap. Anywho,
I don't know what the fuck they call that motherfucker.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot.
the Red Robin Rooster. I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, that man was slain. But I'm glad I didn't put him in there because he sucked the rest of the game. But anyway, yeah, man, they got to run the ball. You got to just Algier, like Antonio said, Algier is going to run his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
The man is a human wrecking ball, and I love it. I love it, and he fast with it. He like a little toddler with strong legs. Just run, little man, run, little man, run. But yeah, Ritter's gonna do better this game.
You ain't no little man.
Nah, he ain't no little man.
That's dump truck. Dump truck.
Man, 220, 225. But yeah, Ritter's gonna do better. I'm team Ritter. I like what he had showed in Cincinnati when they played Georgia and made Georgia look like his fault at first. He
lit us up.
He lit us up. And that was remember now, that was a NFL caliber defense that he was playing against.
Yeah, it was.
Richard LeCount, Ojolari.
It was. It definitely was.
Devontae Wyatt was on there.
He was.
We were saying that Dogs defense was better than the Falcons defense. We were saying that defense could play for the Falcons and make the Falcons better.
A whole lot better, boy. We'll have Sack City in here compared to what we looking at now.
Instead of that Amber Rose Sukihana shit. Oh, I would have took it all day.
Hey man, hey. But
I like it though. We're gonna do better. Now defensive wise, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. I don't know. I blame that on partially Dean Pease not being there.
I think I seen some saying we getting John Fitzpatrick back. Did I see that correctly?
I believe so.
I think John Fitzpatrick is going to be active this game.
Was he listed originally as the second or the third tight end?
He wasn't listed because he was on injured reserve.
I thought he was listed at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, he been on the injured reserve all season.
Yeah.
Well, we need some help because the only consistent tight end we have is Mike Pruitt, which I love. I love Pruitt.
Yeah, John Fitzpatrick is designated to return.
Well, put him in there with Pruitt, damn it. Somebody to God, Jesus Christ. Not Felipe Franks. I know that. Do not put him in.
They finally demoted our guy.
I seen that.
Finally.
I'm proud of y'all. Y'all been advertising for this for quite a while.
They've been listening to us.
He's like, hey, that Michael Walker guy needs to.
Oh man, please don't give me heartburn.
Sit your punk ass down.
Don't give me heartburn.
Hey, the commentator, I forgot if it was Vilma that said it.
Everybody heard it, right? Everybody heard it.
Everybody.
I can't remember who it was on commentating, but he was like, why are you letting him catch the ball? Why are you so far back letting the man catch the ball 5 yards in front of it? Why are you not attacking the man? Like, I don't know who told Michael Walker how to play linebacker, but they didn't teach him well.
Mm-mm.
Because he does not attack the ball, bro. He just refuses to attack the ball. And the only reason why he seemed to be in the right place at the patty
That's all he do.
playing patty cake with defensive lineman backs. That's what he's doing. If it seems like he's been in the right place lately, it's because Rashawn Evans got the green dot now.
They finally moved him outside. Thank you.
In last game, he got way less PT because they gave a whole lot more PT to Trae Anderson, which is the way it should be. It should have been all along. Maybe, here's a thought. Maybe if he would have been playing more all season long, maybe he's playing better at this point of the season, Trae Anderson.
Yep.
With more reps. Maybe he's playing a little bit better. Maybe he is plugging gaps on every play, and you ain't just got to pick out one play, or a certain somebody picked out one play, or Jarvis, whatever his damn name is. He picked out one play where he didn't fill a gap and made that his whole damn video. When all game long he was filling gaps. But you pick out one play where he don't fill a damn gap. Get the hell out of here. But let me get back to John Fitzpatrick. John Fitzpatrick brings an element to the running game that I think a lot of people don't understand about our running game and why he was drafted as a blocking tight end. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a lot of blocking tight ends getting drafted these days.
No.
They being picked up as walk-ons, or they trying out for the team, some of that nature. But a blocking tight end is rarely getting drafted. I don't care if he did get drafted in the 7th round. You ain't drafting a blocking tight end unless you count on him being a part of your game plan. And he got to be a hell of a dog out there mauling folks at tight end. John Fitzpatrick, I've been saying this ever since we drafted him. I made a whole video about it. Y'all go on my page, check it out. Blackberry Rich, no C, just a K. Scroll down the list, look for the John Fitzpatrick video. John Fitzpatrick is a mauler out there. That was somebody said on the last show. He's a mauler. That guy is out there looking for somebody to knock their block off. That's all he want to do. When he was in Georgia, he had 2 catches for 20 yards. And he played all 4 years.
You alive?
Look it up.
Ain't no way.
He had, it might have been, it wasn't more than 5. He ain't had more than 5. I can't remember the exact number, but if you go look at the video on my channel, go look for the John Fitzpatrick video I did. I gave his numbers. He only had a handful of catches for it might have been like 100 yards or something out of 4 years. And you know why he got drafted? Because they know he gonna go out there and bust somebody's head to the white meat.
Yep.
And that's what Arthur Smith wanted for this offense. He wanted an offensive line that was extended with tight ends that could go out there and maul you. So the guys like Tyler Algier, who we know can run you over, he ain't got to run you over if John Fitzpatrick already done did.
That's one less body he got to run over.
One less person he got to run over.
Because he's running on somebody.
We getting John Fitzpatrick back. I mean, it's gonna be his first game back. I don't know how he gonna look. I don't know how they gonna play him, if they gonna play him. They say he's designated for return, so we don't know yet. But he's designated for return. That was reported 2 days ago. Some could have changed since then, but that's the most recent update I could find on him. He's designated, John Fitzpatrick, designated for return. He's gonna. Y'all think this running game was good before? He will elevate this running game to even bigger heights. I'm telling you. Now, get into the comments real quick. Ghost Pepper said Calais Campbell and Marcus Peters both out as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. Because Marcus Peters got hurt in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happened with Calais? Oh, yeah, Calais Campbell got hurt too.
The last
I remember seeing him go out in that game.
Yeah, that's been his problem his whole career. If he just stays healthy,
He ain't been able to stay healthy.
Nah.
Then he always done look like an old man, so he might have that Benjamin Button shit going on, you know. He always look old to me his whole career.
Greg Oden did too, though. Now
Greg Oden too.
Yeah.
Greg Oden 55 at 25.
He always look old to me, man. But that's big, man. Them not having Calais Campbell, Mark P. But I'm gonna tell you what, Humphrey, he turned it on in the latter part of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Humphrey has turned it on, so we gotta watch that guy. He's like how Jamal Adams was before Jamal Adams got plagued with injuries. Humphrey is a dog out there. We have to be careful with him.
As well as they rookie, the safety,
Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton from Georgia. From Georgia now. He from I think when they counted.
You know what? I wanted us to draft him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
He was on my board too.
Yeah.
He was my first. I really had hoped the first pick was going to trickle down. Like all this hype for Trayvon Walker. I'm like, nah, he'll still be top 6, 7. That boy went number 1. I said no.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I don't think if somebody did see that, then they must be Nostradamus or Miss Cleo or somebody. I ain't see it.
They lied. If they said they seen that coming, they lying.
Yeah. Simple as that. You ain't see Trayvon getting picked over. Who he got picked over? Oh,
everybody. I mean, hey, Mo Powell, you know, it's all good and everything. You ain't taking nothing from him, but
hell, he got picked over Jordan Davis.
he got picked over Jordan Davis.
The most dominant defensive lineman in the whole fucking league.
Right.
Go figure.
Anyway, man, y'all go ahead and get y'all questions in. We're gonna do a quick Q&A. Drop your questions if you got any, or ask these guys anything you want to ask them. Well, we're gonna start winding this thing on down. You know what, man? It's always a pleasure. Hey, man, my brother in here. Our brother in here, Denzel. He finally caught a lie. That's our brother from another mother right there, man. For real, man. Hold it down. Be safe up there in Ohio, man. We know it's cold down here, so I know up there it's frostbite.
Boy, hey, one thing about it, Byron. Hey, let me tell you something. You listening? Hey, you warm.
Hey, I see what you did there.
We ain't gonna start that, bro. We'll go on for a whole other damn 30 minutes just going over our puns. Hey man, but hey, yeah, that opening intro, that was engineered by my brother Byron, man. That we used to have a group back in the day. He probably don't want me talking about it. He done changed their life around. I'm still a heathen, so I I'm working on myself. But
I got a feeling.
He's the engineer for the opening intro on my recorded videos that I do, and he's also for the one that we do when we start the show here. And you know what? I think what we gonna do is, yeah, nobody want the division, man. Don't nobody want somebody got to take it, I guess. Somebody got to take it. Hopefully it's us.
We're playing hot potato with the division.
Yeah, we playing hot potato with it. Hopefully it's us, you know.
It might be Tampa this week. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But Carolina and New Orleans gonna lose this week. Both of them losing.
Yes.
Who Carolina got to play?
Carolina got the Lions, I think.
Oh, yeah.
They can't stop that offense.
No, that's
Can't stop
not. Devontae Swift, he's a bad boy.
Yeah, he is, man. And that boy
Jefferson Williams.
Amon, what his name is?
St.
Patrick.
St. Brian.
Yeah.
That boy right there he got a bright future, boy.
He sure do.
Jesus Christ.
He got a bright future.
Watch. They gonna get CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, and they finna catapult crazy next 2 years.
Mm-hmm. New Orleans got the Browns. Chubb and Hunt finna have a day.
Oh yeah, they finna have a field day.
But
they seen what we did to them.
Right. Let me see if y'all guys, I ain't been paying attention. Let me see if y'all done put some questions in here, man. I don't think y'all done put no questions up in here for some reason.
That? Come on.
Hey, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to start closing this thing on out. Y'all go ahead. Y'all get yourself ready to be entertained this week. Because I got a feeling, man. I just got a feeling these Falcons finna make this real interesting. Okay? I just got a feeling. We finna make this interesting, man. Okay? So I don't know. Y'all tell me. If you think it is, if you think the Falcons gonna win, put it down there in the comment section. If you think we're gonna lose, tell me why. Tell me why you think they're gonna win. Put it down there in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this out to the world. Share this to your baby mama, your baby dad. Some of y'all out there with a handful of baby mamas and baby daddies now. Y'all can get my stream going. Y'all can get it going now. Hey, one of y'all local Atlanta rappers, somebody in there, share this out to your baby mama. I know she work at Magic City or something. Let's get this thing going.
She ain't good enough to work at Magic City. She got started pinups.
Pinups and Club Blaze.
Hey, man.
All bullet wounds.
Tell them where they can find you at Denzel.
See True You on Instagram. See True You. Right there.
Tell them where to find you at.
Hey, y'all go to Twitter, Facebook, on Instagram. Just look up my full name, Anthony Jackson, or Big Ant. My name pop right up.
It pop right up. You can't miss them. You can't miss them. You can't miss them. Hey, y'all know who it is for me. Y'all see it down there. Catch me on Blackberry Lyrics. That's Blackberry No C, just in case. You can find me right there on YouTube, Twitter, and I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna set up a Facebook page to also do this, to have this thing ad on Facebook. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I won't be on. I post little silly things on Facebook just to keep up appearances. I guess I don't really be on there like that.
You gonna be on Twitch?
Yeah, I'll be telling Twitch. Yo, I got this going on Twitch. I got it going on Twitch.
We got it going on Twitch. Now we're gonna have some games playing in the background, like Minecraft and what the other of them kids be playing now? I always buy shit for Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox. But hey, man, Gold Pepper did come with a question: who will win in a race? The Batmobile or the Mach 5? Ooh, I got to go with that Mach 5, man.
You stupid.
I got to go with the Mach 5.
You stupid.
I got to go with the Mach 5. The Batmobile, it ain't really built. It got some speed, but it's really built for all that gadget shit. That's what it's built for.
Exactly. It's going to be Mario Kart 5 in that motherfucker. Everybody getting blown up. Ain't no more Mach 5. Mach 1.
Hey, man. It hard, man. Hey, what Speed Racer told Racer X? What he told?
That's what he said.
Nobody's gonna beat me. You're not gonna beat him. You're not gonna beat that Mach 5, man. Hey, man. Listen, We appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all make it do what it do. Catch us on the flip side. Home team.